This is a Hanukkah story called Judah, Who Always Said No. It was written by Harriet Feder and illustrated by Catherine Janice Kahn and read by Janet Newman. Long ago in Jerusalem, there lived a boy named Judah who was always saying no. Ready for your nap, Judah? His mother asked when he was very small. No, said Judah, I'm playing with my toy sword. Come, I will tell you a story about 3 bears, said his father. No, said Judah, I want a story about 3 soldiers. We're going out to play, called Judah's brothers. Follow us. No, said Judah, I do not want to follow. I want to lead. When Judah grew up, a wicked king named Antiochus ruled over Jerusalem. All the Jews under my rule must change their names to Greek names, the king's messenger commanded. No, said Judah, I will not change my name. I like my Hebrew name. All the Jews under my rule must stop studying and work out in the gym instead, King Antiochus commanded. No, said Judah, my muscles are big enough. I must continue to study and learn how to think. All the Jews under my rule must pray to my gods, roared King Antiochus, and they must bow down to my idols. No, said Judah, you have too many gods. You have a god for the sun, a god for the moon, and a god for almost everything. Jews pray only to one God. King Antiochus was angry that the Jews would not pray to his gods. He ordered his soldiers to destroy the temple in Jerusalem. They stole the gold and silver and put one of the king's idols on the altar. The king has destroyed our temple, the Jews cried. He will destroy us next. No, said Judah, we will not let him destroy us. We will escape to the mountains and hide. The soldiers of King Antiochus are many and strong, the people said. Their muscles will help them win. No, said Judah, we have studied long and hard, and we know how to think. Everyone thought and thought. They scratched their heads, they rubbed their beards. The sun went down, the moon came up, and still they kept on thinking. Soon the sun was up again. Let's fight the soldiers right now, someone said. No, said Judah, we must wait until dark and surprise them. So the Jews waited and waited until the daylight was gone. Then Judah put on his great shield and took his spear in his hand. Follow me, he called, and he led them into battle. Judah Maccabee strikes like a hammer, King Antiochus' soldiers cried, and they ran from the Jewish fighters. When the battle was over, the brave Jewish people wanted to rest. No, said Judah, now we must rebuild the temple and give thanks to God. Judah led the Jews back to Jerusalem. They dragged the king's idol from the temple and smashed it to bits. They hammered and sawed and scrubbed and rubbed until the temple was holy once more. We've found only 1 jar of pure oil, someone cried. It's barely enough for 1 day. We cannot light this menorah. No, said Judah, we must light the lamp. Surely God will help us. So the Jews lit the menorah, and a miracle happened. The little jar of oil burned for 8 whole days. Let us celebrate this great miracle, the people shouted. And this time, Judah said yes.